Jesus calls us to be salt and light in the world, but notice how he's already doing this in the Old Testament. I'm thinking in particular about how God would take certain individual Israelites and he would put them into positions of authority or influence or sometimes even marriage in a hostile Gentile environment so they could be salt and light in that situation. Think of Joseph, who is the right-hand man of Pharaoh in the book of Genesis. Psalm 105 tells us that Joseph taught the Egyptian elders wisdom, and of course he guided Pharaoh. Think of Queen Esther, married to the Persian king, or Mordecai, who ends up being second in rank to King Ahasuerus. Or think of Daniel, whose book we begin reading today in Bible in 1 year. Daniel ends up being one of the top advisors to the Babylonian king. Or even Mordecai, who was the cupbearer to the king. All of these are faithful Israelites that God places into these very difficult environments, Gentile environments, number one, so that they can be a blessing to these Gentiles, and number two, so that he can use his people in these situations to speak the truth in love, to guide, to counsel, to advise. And God does the same thing today, whether it's putting a Christian into a political office or just using everyday Christians, normal believers, to be salt and light in this world, to speak the truth and to influence their neighbors for the good.